It's out of control as far as I'm concerned. The wrestling fan is being priced out, even the TV, just to buy the streaming ESPN where WWE's PLEs are going. People can't afford this kind of money.
I think that if they're leaving, they went from New Orleans, which was the plan for WrestleMania next year. They took it from New Orleans and gave it to Las Vegas because there was more money in Vegas to be made for TKO. Correct. Now they got more money being offered to them from the Saudi government to come there and perform. And what happens if they keep looking for the money? Maybe WrestleMania never comes back to the States because it can't afford it. They have to go to a country where they're willing to pay out billions of dollars for a special event that no one else anywhere else would do.
Wait a minute. What if they go back to the old days and they have 4 or 5 matches in Saudi Arabia, 2 or 3 matches in Las Vegas, and 2 or 3 matches in New York, and it's all on closed circuit? They could do that again to spread the wealth and give the fans a weekend in each of those cities. For the fans that would be unable to go to a place like Saudi Arabia, they'd be able to go to Vegas, they'd be able to go to New York or New Orleans. So that's the other way they may do this.
Well, I can say this, we're talking about it, but I guarantee you these guys will sit down and they put this together and they're ready for this. And I think WWE is going to do everything that they can do to make that show #1 from Saudi Arabia. So they got this planned out. They know exactly how they're going to do this.
Now, if you don't think the fans are hot about the fact that WrestleMania is being moved over to Saudi Arabia in 2027, during the recent AAA PLE that happened just recently, the fans in the stands directing this to the WWE TKO group saying, "You sold out." And there's a lot of fans who feel that way. I mean, this is kind of along the same lines as in football. In the NFL, can you imagine the Super Bowl in Saudi Arabia and not in America?
If TKO buys the NFL, good deal.
Yep. That's what I'm afraid is going to happen. I think we're going to see more and more of that, and that what we normally see here in the States may disappear unless we're willing to pay a lot more money for the product that they provide to the consumer. I don't know how you...
It's out of control. It's out of control as far as I'm concerned. The wrestling fan is being priced out, even the TV, just to buy the streaming ESPN where WWE's PLEs are going. People can't afford this kind of money.
No. In fact, we had talked recently about how you get to see the new, ESPN package with WWE. It does cost more money. It's not just on ESPN. It's going to be on an app, and you've got to pay $30 or $30, something like that per month.
The world is changing in the wrestling world, in the streaming world, in the TV world, and it's all for the basic wrestling fan that just wants to watch wrestling. This is another fine mess.
There's Mark Shapiro, the COO of TKO, who also recently commented on the ticket pricing in WWE. And he says, quote, "We know we have a lot of room there because Vince McMahon was primarily pricing tickets for families and wasn't totally focused on maximizing the opportunity there. We see that we can do that with UFC, and we're replicating that in terms of ticket yield and advanced sales when, it comes around to the location on the WWE side. It's really working out well," end quote. I don't think it's working out well at all. I think most people to the day right now, when it comes to ticket pricing, the decisions they have made recently, TKO comes across as a very greedy, money-hungry company. And it's not as family-friendly, like he said, when Vince McMahon was there. Vince would never have charged these kind of ticket prices. I just don't see that.
No.
Well, Vince is a businessman, and Vince knows exactly what to do. A lot of these guys are just coming into this business here, has not a clue or anything about it, and they're just doing exactly what they want to do and not what the people want.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia is giving us $7 billion, zillion, trillion dollars. How can we turn that down? Because Joey in New York can't get there.
Right. They don't care about the people being mad or what they think. You got what? You got $1 or $2 billion in your bank account.
Yeah, but keep in mind though, eventually those wrestling fans who can't afford your product anymore are no longer going to support your product, and eventually it's going to erode, and that's what I'm afraid is going to happen to WWE. If they're not careful, they're going to outprice the casual fans from professional wrestling.
You know what they're going to do? In my opinion, they're going to take NXT. They're going to take NXT and all the places that they had spot shows that they don't do them anymore. NXT is going to become the less expensive and spot show place to go to, where WWE would be on
For the
like a
rich.
level. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, basically, that's what it comes down to. You got to be wealthy to go see a WWE event. I talked to somebody just recently who wanted to take 3 kids with him, a father and 3 kids, and it was going to cost him well over $3,000 to go watch a WWE show with his kids, to spend a night there and come back home. That's ridiculous. I can't imagine. I'm sorry. Even if I'm rich, I'm not giving you that kind of money to go watch wrestling. You can kiss my ass. That ain't happening.
No.
I got better things to do with my money than waste it like that.